NBA sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go, back.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And the Rams at 8-4 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here this week.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Riley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts running right through him. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
This is taken at the 18. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Okay.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
On 1st down, Hurts. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown. But touchdown, Rams!
Cooper Kupp. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
18 Rebels. Buffalo 18.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hey!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Stevenson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
The score, Rams 13, Patriots 10. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit. Maybe their splits.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts.
He gets this to Thornton.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Pats are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From just shy of midfield,
Hurts. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
the turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line.
May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, 20. And they do finally get him at the 12.
87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Juwan Johnson,
His 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Rams have regained the lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, good looking. And he loses the football a second time. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, it was looking like they were going to have the ball in good field position, but now with that fumble, they don't have the football at all.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to imagine what he was thinking there, though, right? I can take this one, break it, go for a big one right here. But you and I both know, always protect the football is the #1 mantra for a kick returner.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down now, it's Hawkins. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Mike Edwards picks it off, and the Patriots are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
They'll throw again from their own end zone.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. Throw finding Thornton over the middle.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
They're going to look to throw. Going up top. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hey, check nigga. Ready?
On first down, it's Hawkins. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Hurts. Throwing the out route, he's got Parker.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Throwing on second down. Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
18 runners. 18 runners. 18.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Drop 50, drop 50.
They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. On 2nd down, it's Hawkins. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
122 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of over...
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Rams get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Looking for Fortner, he's got him. Touchdown, New England.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The Rams on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Working with a 2nd and 4.
switch. Marco switch.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro.
This will give the lead up to 7. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work.